serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense is coming after him. Grab down the middle. It's Alexander. Now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll come together here and discuss the call on this 4th down play. And the Rebels bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Back to throw. It's Manning. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the right side. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
This linebacker's ability to diagnose allows him to play behind the line of scrimmage. A great tackle for loss there, and this defense is humming.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
I tell you, you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Kicks it a little too far. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts at the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
I'm really impressed with the ability of this offense to play on time. They're executing at a high level. You got an out route here against zone coverage, and it's just about hitting that back step as a quarterback and getting that ball out, and he does a beautiful job there. It's a completion and a nice game.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds his man. It's Haas. Ole Miss takes their 2nd timeout now. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
You know, Chris, there's 2 things going on here. One, the pass rush is doing a great job. Yes, the effort is there. They've got some guys that can get after it. But also this pass protection, they've got to shore themselves up. It's about effort and targeting yourself pre-snap. They're not doing a good job of either of those. They need to shore up this protection if they want to have success offensively.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. Ole Miss will call their third and final timeout, approaching the final minute of play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half.
Just one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Somewhat conservative call, but content to take this lead into the locker room. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place. And again, they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
It's just a bad mistake, Chris. To start the second half, you want to put together a drive, go down and get points. The coaches talk about the middle 8, last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half as a period that they have to win. This is a huge setback for them.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw. It's Manning. He lets it go on the move. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Caught by the receiver. So 3rd and inches now for the pass play. We'll see if they can convert this 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
The Longhorns churn out another first down. Same tailback, another carry. He's got a crease. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Chris, this can be the hardest thing for an offensive play caller, but it really should be the easiest. Stay patient and keep taking what they give you. That's back-to-back runs for first downs. Until they prove they can stop that running game, continue to pound the rock.
The Longhorns line it up with 1st and goal. They're going to run it here. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offense.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Cook. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Moves left out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
This secondary is doing a heck of a job. There's really nowhere to throw that ball, but I got to give a lot of credit to this quarterback because Chris, he just took what he could get and created a positive play out of something that really wasn't there.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Haas. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a shovel pass. Caught. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle.
In order for a play like this to be successful, you need two things to happen. The defense has to get upfield in their rush lanes and really spread out, and then the linebackers have to gain depth in their pass defense. If those two things don't happen, these plays don't work. Well, neither of them did, and guess what? It didn't work.
Ball handed off. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage. urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down. Finds his target, and it's complete. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there a epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the handoff on a counter. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Second down after that run on the previous play. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Cook. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I think they need to change up the coverage here. Man coverage is just not going to work. Number one, this quarterback is seeing it really well, so his recognition allows him to attack these tight windows and find the matchup that he likes. Number two, you're not staying with this wide receiver on the outside. He is a matchup that you cannot defend. So
it's caught, and he's got a lane. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
The Rebels lining up here on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
He's rattled right now. He throws a pick on the last drive, and Chris, he comes out here, and this is the type of series that you want to see that short memory, and you want to see quarterback get back to his roots and use that offense, and here he throws the ball right back into a precarious situation. That one should have been picked off.
Play fake, looking to throw. He lets it rip. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels back on top. Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
What a great way to start this drive. Not sitting back on this lead. I love the aggressiveness from this play caller. Good execution from the quarterback there. And if you're the defense, you're going to have to find a way to get off the field because this offense is not slowing down.
Leaning on the run game here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Now it's second down here. draw to the back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Ole Miss takes their second timeout now. They've got one more timeout to use now.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Ole Miss will call their third and final timeout, approaching the final minute of play. They'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on first down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation, which means that pass rush is going to get going.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. And the offense will just take a knee. Coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. fantastic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, along with Joel Klatt. Holly Rowe working the sidelines, and she has a weather report. Holly?
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we are looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Holly. We'll see how these teams continue to adjust to these weather conditions. The Sooners offense comes on the field first today. And welcome to the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all and one of the grandest stages in all of sports. Everyone here today feeling like there's nowhere else they would rather be than Pasadena. Whatever happens on this field, Joel, it seems like it has amplified weight and importance just because it's at the Rose Bowl.
I think it's because the rest of the country is under snow, and here we turn on the TV, and there's sunshine, the San Gabriels. This is the most iconic and best venue in all of college football. I cannot imagine the anticipation and pressure and the overall anxiety that these players are feeling about to step on this legendary field.
Short gain makes it second and long. That's tough against a defense like this. He'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Early adversity here. They face a third down in the opening possession. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Pressure is coming. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
It's going to be a really long day for this defense. If they can't corral this quarterback in these scrambles, he's dropping back, nowhere to throw, or he just sees an open lane. Look at this quickness that he's able to use. He gets across the line to gain, moves the chains for a first down.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll run it here. Some hard running there through a tackle. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Throwing off play action. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Play number 7 on the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Fighting him off. Now tackle him well short of the marker. Brings up 4th down. See if they try out the field goal team.
This defense is flying around. The completion behind the line of scrimmage, and there they are. They are ready for it. Making the tackle in space. Now it's 4th down. They're doing a great job.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Dropping back, it's Reed. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Well, this might be the only way to stop this quarterback. He is so good. If he sits back there and gets a rhythm, he's going to pick apart this defense. And rather than trying to come up with some intricate coverage or confuse him in coverage, they're trying to get after him and hurry him in the pocket, and that is working on this snap. This is the game plan. This is where I would sit.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, defense is ready for it.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He escapes the pocket. He escapes the pocket, but not the rush. It'll be a short loss.
Well, Chris, this is why first and second down are so important. When you're behind the chains on third down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
The Aggies will send their punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Here comes the rush. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after that throw. That'll cost the defense. It's an option look. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He hands it to the back. He's got space. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard.
The pressure's on. Touchdown, Sooners. He barrels into the end zone.
Chris, I knew that he was fast, but man, when you see this guy guy in person. He is lightning fast. And this defense, they know that they're trying to spy the quarterback. But my question is, what spy is going to be able to track this guy down? His speed is just such an advantage.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Outstanding job up front. Look at the hole right here. The back has the counter play, this little misdirection, and it is wide open because of what they're doing up front. This offensive line is so good, and they are winning the line of scrimmage.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
You know, Chris, football is a simple game. It's about blocking, it's about tackling. And on the defensive side, if you can get off of blocks and tackle well, it's usually going to bode well. Here, a negative play. Great job getting behind the line of scrimmage.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. A pre-snap motion from the offense. To throw, it's Reed. Bringing pressure. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer.
Boy, as soon as you're a runner as a quarterback, you got to think about ball security and tucking that thing high and tight. This defense is fast, they are physical, and he puts it on the ground. Lucky for him, it bounces right back to him.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here comes the pressure. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made after a big gain. And the Aggies pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on 3rd down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on 1st down. You give up games like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on 1st down.
Give it to the back again. Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break.
This defense has to adjust. You can't just allow them to run for 1st downs. You've probably got to commit more resources to stopping the run. Look for more middle closed defense. That means a single safety in the middle of the field. You put an extra hat in the run box in order to stop the run. Chris, I think he's a bit rattled here. Sometimes you see the mechanics falter, and in particular footwork, and you can tell that the game is moving too fast for the quarterback, and that's what I'm seeing right now. He's not stepping through his drop. He throws this off his back foot, and it's totally inaccurate.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. When we talked with this coaching staff, they said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us. And that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Aggies will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Now we get a timeout from the Sooners. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. To throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, I know this sounds crazy, but these are some of my favorite plays as a former quarterback. You get off coverage, and you can just take 3 yards. You take them, and now you're in manageable situations. So as a quarterback wide receiver, I know this looks like nondescript play, but, man, these are important, creating second and...
And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. And he's tackled after the takeaway, but a flag on the play. So we'll see if that stands. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. He's got a man down the middle. Timeout Oklahoma. That's their second. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep on the scramble. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient. It's caught. He's breaking free. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Offensive line getting set. It's first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's 2nd down and 8 coming up. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Look at it, chuck it again. Grab down the middle. It's Corton. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
No mystery who they're looking to on 3rd down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy 1st down.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
You know, Chris, not all incompletions are created equal. If you signal to the defense that you're willing to take a shot, that lives in the back of their mind the entirety of the game. I think this will open up the run game at some point for this offense.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. A handoff from the shotgun. Got an opening here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. They'll try to run for the 1st down. And no room to run again. Strong run defense here.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Look out, he's got space ahead. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a 1st down with plenty to spare.
We know this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. 4th and 2, that's not a question. They're going for it because of this offensive line. Watch them do the work up front, and it allows them the opportunity to convert and move the chains.
Still searching for their 1st touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly.
We used to call these slant routes from the inside receiver a lookie. And the reason is it happens so fast that all you've got to tell him is, hey, bud, you better look real quick. And sure enough, ball is out quickly. It's right on his frame, and it's a nice completion.
So a solid gain of 8 sets him up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. Receiver in motion now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
3rd and short now on the 10th play of this drive. To keeper, can he make it? Making people miss. Touchdown, Aggies. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the 3rd quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive on defense, and this is evidence of that. Look at them get in the backfield from the secondary. This is a beautiful job, and it's very difficult to see that from a quarterback's perspective. This is a great job, again, being aggressive and really forcing the action.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this is the problem with taking a sack on first down. It's long yardage. Now they don't get a completion, and it's going to be third and forever.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Back to pass. It's Mateer. He's running out of time here. He'll be sacked. The defense swarms him on 3rd and long. As we hit the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? The Sooners will line up to punt it away. No, kick it away here. And that sets up a return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Open field ahead. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is exactly what the offense needed to do after the defense executed and got the ball back. They're able to come out here and start this drive in a big way, getting the ball down the field.
First down here for this offense. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here's the second down play. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Delivers quickly to the left side. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring it down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down. And the Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Swarmed with a pass rush, a sack.
It's so important as a quarterback that you understand the momentum of the game and the possession. And they're able to gain some yards on that last snap and then give it all back on this snap. This quarterback's got to do a better job understanding the situation and maintaining the momentum of the drive.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Snags a quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
In man-to-man defense, this, it's always difficult to defend the slant. As a corner, you've really got to drive hard once you see the quarterback release the football.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
Chris, they can't stop him. He's too good of a player. We see it time and time again, back-to-back big catches for this guy on the outside. And I got to tell you, as a play caller, don't get bored taking a profit. Go right back to him. They can't defend this guy.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
The mentality of a quarterback once you hit the red zone has to change, and taking a sack like that, you just don't want to do it. You're obviously putting yourself in a more difficult situation in this down and distance, and any yardage that you lose makes the potential field goal a tougher attempt.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Owens. It's going to be a loss on the play. Force out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Can the quarterback come through under pressure? Down a score late here in the 4th. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Can't get it away. The defense has got him with a huge stop at this stage of the game.
You really want to avoid taking a sack in that situation as a quarterback. An already difficult field goal is going to get even more difficult. You can sense that the pressure is just rising and mounting. We'll see if the kicker can deal with it, because they've got to make this one.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied.
This is the difficult part about being a kicker. Chris, he hasn't attempted a kick all day long. And now in the 4th quarter, Cole, he's got to roll out there and tie the game, and he drills it. Cold as ice. That's what I'm talking about.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll run it to the right side. A quick juke. Another great move. Now we get a timeout from the Sooners. That's their first. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. It was out of bounds, but they moved it across the 30. Favorable situation, 2nd and 4 after they pick up 6 on the first down pass. Ball handed off. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's 2nd down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play-action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires it on the move. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, in these big games, Chris, you cannot leave those opportunities on the field. If it's there, you've got to take advantage. That is a big drop by the wide receiver on the outside. Great ball by the quarterback. I tell you what, his confidence has got to be shaken.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. We've got a timeout here taken by the Aggies. That's their first. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. And the Sooners with 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. Stop right there at the line for no gain. Now Texas A&M calls their 2nd timeout. They've still got 1 more left to work with. 6th play of the drive coming up. Motion now from the tight end. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the defense takes a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds remaining. 3rd down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. There's the handoff. He's got a crease. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They jump on top here in the final minute.
That is great execution. You'll always take the touchdown, there's no doubt. But is there too much time left? Now you've got a chance as the opposing offense to get on the field and go match it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Back to pass. It's Reed. Coming after him. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.